Hello friends, welcome in the world of Python programming under machine learning using Python series of lectures. This is lecture 7, Immutability in Python. Hi, I am Dr. Sunil from GCS Solutions. Contents of this lecture are immutability in Python. We will see why immutability. We have already seen what is immutability. We will again revise even, don't worry. And then we will revisit two data types, that is bytes and byte array. We just saw one line description of these two data types in the earlier lectures, but now we'll see the actual presence of these data types in Python. Now let us see the immutability. Why immutability? Here, as you see, that variables in the Python keep reference of the values. That means values are separately created and the value objects reference is made available to the variables. And this reference plays a key role in making data immutable. The term immutability is a behavior of not making any change in the existing thing. The things once created is not allowed to be changed by any means. Now what does it mean? Let us see this practically. Assume that I have created a variable a and I have assigned 25 to it, a value to it. Python will do something like this. It creates a variable which is capable of holding a reference. It creates an object of int type with value 25 at certain reference, and that reference, say ref1, is given to variable a. Assume that now I want to assign value 45 to a. Now in other programming languages, the existing variable value will be updated, but in case of Python, as int object is immutable, the existing value object 25 will not be altered or changed. Rather, a new object will be created at reference ref2. That int object is 45, and that reference ref2 is made available to a. Now a refers to very new object, that is int object holding 45 and having reference address ref2. Now what is the future of this 25? The object which was earlier created. Now Python garbage collector will reclaim this memory and will free this object int object 25. Now if you see this practically, so how hands-on on this, that I have created a variable a and assigned value 25 to it. If I ask a Python what is a, I get 25. Now here I am going to introduce you a function, id function, to which if I pass a variable, it returns the reference of the variable. Now what is the reference address of variable a? It is some long address, 13-digit address, and just focus on the last 4 digits. It is 2448. Now if I try to reassign value 45 to object 45 object int object to variable a, and if I ask what is a, it returns me value 45, but it is not an assignment to the existing variable. Rather, it is the immutability which creates separate 45 object 45 and its reference is made available to a. Now the address of a has got changed. If I now ask what is id of a, it returns me, just focus on last 4 digits, it is 3088. Now if you compare these two addresses, even though it is variable a, but its reference has got changed. So this shows that immutability is implemented inside this way. Now this id function returns the actual memory reference of the object created in the Python memory. Now what is Python memory? Now Python memory is nothing but a memory given to the Python program. Now whatever functions or methods or method you create and call, that is the addresses of functions, then reference variables or references are stored in stack memory. And value objects like 25, 45, these are stored in private heap memory of the Python. So this is the scenario in case of Python programs. Now let us try to do more engineering in immutability. So advantages of immutability are it supports reusability of object values, object or values rather I'll say, and it also supports saving time of object creation, thereby improving program efficiency. We'll see this practically. What does it mean by saving time of object creation? Because some objects like int objects up to certain range are already created by Python and those objects are reused. We'll see this thing more practically in the next slide, but let us now focus on reusability of the immutability concept. So here again I have same example. For example, if I say a holds value 45, now if I ask what is a, I get 45 as the answer. And if I try to inspect the reference of a, I call id function. So id of a, it is some long address of 13 digits having last 4 digit 3088. Now if I say b equal to 45, so as 45 int object is already being created by Python, it will not recreate 45, rather that same 45 is made available to b. For example, now if I ask what is id of b, it returns me the same address which was written in case of variable a. Now again I created third variable, I have assigned same value 45 to it. Now if I inspect what is address of c using id function, so I get same address. Now if I check here a is b, so this is operator returns me whether two variables are or two objects are referring to the same reference or not. So is a is b, this returns true. That shows that a and b are basically referring to the same object reference. So in our case it is 45. So see this rectangle to which I am focusing. So I have a keep holding some reference RAF1. In our case it is a long address of 13 digits. Last 4 digits are 3088. If I create a b with the same value, b will be also referring the same object. If I create again one more variable with 45 value, so it refers to same object. In all three cases, these variables a, b and c are holding the same reference and hence referring the same int object 45. Now question is, what if I have say some value, some large value, say 256. If I say equal to 256, now if I try to inspect what is address of a, I get some 13 digit numbers, last 4 digits are 9840. Again I create a variable b, I assign 256 a value to it, that is the int value, and now I inspect, I get the same answer. So references of both a and b as holding same value, some large value, 3 digit value, the references are same. But what if I make some modifications in a, like I assign 257 to a. Now if I inspect the address or reference of a, variable a, I get a different address with a small value range, that is reference value is not that much large in the earlier case. It is just a 7 digit value. Now if we focus last two digits or 3 digits, it is 264. Now if I say b equal to 257, for your surprise, b has got a different memory reference even though value of a and value of b are same. Why this happened? If I say is b, it gives me false. What does it mean? That a and b are both are not referring to the same reference, memory reference. So why this difference you find? Just incrementing the value 256 by 1 and assigning it to a, and again incrementing value 256 by 1 and reassigning to b, the whole scenario has got changed. What is the reason? The reason is the inside engineering of Python. What is that? That range of immutability in case of int is from 0 to 256. That means up to max value 256, Python supports reusability. So here we are talking of reusability. We are not talking of saving the time of object creation in the Python. We are talking of reusability. So reusability, that means in the earlier case where the values were up to 256, that is the largest digit up to 256, say here we have already seen that A, B, C here are holding value 45. So this 45 object which was created at 13 digit address with last three digits 3088, this reference or this object was given to all the three variables, thereby sharing the same existing object. So this was the scenario. But Python supports this sharing of objects up to what value? It is up to 256, that is 0 to 256. So it creates how many int objects for reusability? Overall 257 objects. And these are the ranges, rather I'll say this is the range decided by the Python creator, looking at the experience of the programmers, and they experience that most of the time programmers are using values of int within this range, so they create reusability within this range. But the real reason we'll see in the next slide. Now let us see the concepts of immutability in more detail. Now when Python started, the Python virtual machine creates immutable value objects ranging from 0 to 256. So at the beginning itself, Python will create total 257 objects. And when Python sees that these ranges of values are repeatedly used in the program, so it will keep allocating the references of these existing objects to the Python program variables. Now here, if some variables need same value, then they are given a single value object with its reference. For example, here focus here in the first rectangle of the slide. So here A, B and C all are required 45 a single value object. So Python will allocate Python has already created object 45, so its reference, say long 13 digit memory address with last 3 digits 3088 will be given to A, B and C as the reference, and A, B and C will be just viewing the same 45 and will be getting value 45. So if I try to inspect what are the IDs of A, B and C, I get the same answer. What if now I want to alter, that is value B, variable value B to 256. Here eventually object B needs different value. So here the variable B will be given a new value object and its reference to avoid invalidation of A and C, because A and C still need the same value but B needs some different value. So to avoid invalidation of a reference of A and C, B is given a new object value with its reference available to B. Here if I inspect what is ID of B, I get some different address. Here is the pictorial representation that A, B, C and A, B and C were earlier required 45, so 45 and its reference was made available, but eventually as B needs some different value, so 256 is created separately. It is rather already created, just its reference is made available to B, so that B will be pointing to new reference and A and C will be still referring to the old reference and thereby holding value 45. Now immutability doesn't imply reusability. That means if concept of immutability is adopted by Python, that doesn't mean that every immutability has a concept associated with reusability. I mean to say, if immutability is exhibited, that doesn't mean that reusability is used by the Python. For example, the int objects or int value objects can be reused within what range? 0 to 256. They are reusable as well as immutable. For bool, as there are only two values, true and false, so you can create 1 lakh objects. Still 1 lakh objects will be referring to either true or false. That means only two objects, one of the two objects. So these are reusable as well as immutable. But in case of other fundamental data types, like for example string or float, you will find that these data types might be only immutable but not necessarily reusable. Now let us try to understand this concept, that what does it mean that immutability doesn't imply reusability. Reusability means creating only one object, and if that value is needed by, say for example 10 variables, that same value with certain reference, that reference will be made available to all those 10 variables. So this is the scenario which we have already seen in the last slides. Now here I am trying to exhibit the same, or rather I am trying to simulate the same thing using float values. So if I say p equal to 1.0, so if I now inspect p, I get 1.0 as the value written by Python. Now if I create one more variable q, assigning value 1.0 to it, I now inspect what is q, Python returns me 1.0. Now here it seems that 1.0 and 1.0 value is same. So as like your earlier case, in case of int, you may assume that okay, a single object 1.0 will be created and its reference will be made available to p and q, but that is not the case. Now if I inspect what is id of p, I get 1286432, and what is id of q, I get 1286840. For your surprise, there is immutability but no reusability. In the earlier case, in the earlier two slides, what we saw that A, B, C were given value 45, so single object was created. Its reference was made available to A, B and C, and when we inspected A, B and C reference values, those were same. But here in case of P and Q holding float value or real value, it is not the case. Values means 1.0 first object is created at one reference and P is given that reference. 1.0 again one object is created at some different reference and that reference is made available to Q. This way you see here that there is immutability but no reusability. Now here, what if I assign some large value to integer value to A? Now for your surprise, I am showing you the inner engineering of Python here. Now see here, I assign some larger value. So what is the valid range? 0 to 256. Now I assign A larger value 998 and B a larger value 998. And now if I say A is B, now this is false because 998, these two different objects are created with at two different memory locations and references are different, so A is B is false. But if I try to check value of A with B, so I use here equal to operator. This is operator which checks the equality of references, whether two variables are pointing to same reference or not. If they are pointing to same, then it will be true, otherwise it is false. So here it is I am getting false value. But here if I try to check the value equality, it is true. Now let us see this, that I have made this assignment of A and B not as a separate command, but I have assigned 998 to the same, that is same value to the two variables on the same line. That means it is multiple creation and single assignment of the value to the variables. But here for your surprise, A is B is true and A equal to B is also true. Why? Whereas in the earlier case, these two objects, rather two variables A and B having same assignments were not given same memory, because reusability is permitted up to what range? 0 to 256. But here it is a contradiction. Now this contradiction I will ask you to resolve or solve. I want you to solve or to try searching on this and try to find out the answer. Some more surprising thing you will see here, like I have a multiple assignments of the values to the variable. So I have a comma b comma is equal to 10 comma 10 comma 10. So in this case you find that we have initialized a b c with all together with three different values to the right hand side of the equal to operator. This we have already seen that the multiple values can be assigned to multiple variables using assignment operator. Now if I inspect what is id of a, what is id of b, what is id of c, I am getting same reference. So we may here assume that being 10 a value which is falling in the range 0 to 256, I am getting the same reference because here is a sharing, because reusability is permittable up to 256. But now here take the case that I have assigned this. So if I now I have entirely different variables p, q, r. I assume that this code snippet is in continuation with the earlier assignments of variable a, b, c. Now here pqr10 I get the same id. But now if I try to do same thing with the value which is exceeding the max range value 256. Now here if we inspect 788, I have assigned 788 to three different variables. Now if I inspect, I am getting the same answer. Don't you think that this is again a bit surprise? So you have to do some engineering on this, and I hope you will do it and will revert me by giving comments to this video in the channel. Now let us see bytes data type. So bytes data type is used in Python to make mutable data types like list as an immutable type. So if you find that there is a requirement wherein the already created list should not be altered at the later point of time in the programming. So you want to make that those list items immutable. So in that case you need bytes data type. And again the valid range of byte data type is 0 to 256. That means the reusability or immutability is supported up to what value? 0 to 256. Now let us see this practically. So I have a list. So how list is created? So it is a comma separated value enclosed in square brackets. So here I have created a list L with value 1 comma 34 comma 56 comma 72. Now if I try to print this list L, I get same list printed on the Python output prompt. Now if I try to alter the third element, that is index 2, so this is 0, at index 0 of L it is 1, at index 1 it is 34, at index 2 it is 56. Now I am trying to change the value at index 2, that is third element value. If I say 255 and now I inspect L, so my value has got changed, that L has got updated, that is L of 2 has got updated to 255 from 56. Now assume that I want to make these newly created list L with updated value 255, that is 1, 34, 255, 72 as the immutable object. So I just pass this L to the bytes data type, it is function as well, and I create one new object of bytes data type, that is BT. Now if I inspect what is BT, I get something printed like this. That means I can't directly print BT like list. So unlike list, BT is to be printed, or that is byte list is to be printed, rather bytes list, I'll say bytes list will be printed either using for loop, or you may even print individual list item. So here BT of 0 is 1, so that is the first element in the list is 1. Now if I want to print all these elements all together, so I use for loop for x in BT and print x with end comma. So values will be printed with the comma as the separator. So all the values in BT are used using variable x, and that x is printed. So you get printed 1, 34, then 255 and 72 as the output. What if now I try to alter that third value? I want to restore that BT to 56 because it was 1, 34, 56, 72. But now in case of BT it is 1, 34 to 55, 72. So I want to change this third value. If you try to do this, Python will give you type error. Now I have highlighted this error. Now what I want, that as slowly and gradually we are approaching towards the advanced concept of Python, you must focus on some peculiar things of the Python. Now we'll try to focus on types of error. So here, just don't see that this is error. See what type of error it is. It is type error over here. That means bytes object does not support item assignment. That means bytes objects are immutable. Those can't be changed. Now let us see this. I have second list. Now here I try to print L2. Now again I pass that, sorry, L1, I pass that L1 to bytes and create a new byte list B. But do remember here there are 4 values 10, 40, 60 to 57. Now if I pass a list L1 having some item 257, byte will not create a byte list, rather it flags error. So Python will say value error. Why? Because in list 257 is the value which is exceeding the range from 0 to 256. That means list can hold value 257, but a byte list can't hold value above 256. So that's why you are getting this error. Now what is byte array? Byte array is same as your bytes. The only thing is that the elements are mutable and range is same 0 to 56. So I have simulated this same example. So what difference you will find here in this example is, when I created byte array using list L, as was the case with bytes in the earlier slide, here I am trying to do the same exercise. Here I am trying to change the value of byte array list, that is third value 56, because I made change in list third item to 255, and after that I created a byte array list, and byte array list was created with this value, that is 1, 34, 255, sorry 225 and 72. Now here if I say restore the value of third byte array element, so here for your surprise we are able to update the byte array list but not byte list as we saw in the earlier case. Here again range is same, even though it is byte array and it is mutable, but it follows the same range. So your mutability is up to 0 to 256. So now here if I create a list, a plain list with 4 values 10, 40, 60, 257, and now if I print the list, we get this list printed, that is L1 printed. Using L1 if I try to create byte array B, I get value error. Again same error which we got in the case of bytes data type. Bytes data type. So do remember that is bytes data type and this is byte array. It is not bytes array. So you have to remember this. So dear friends, with this we have done with this part of why immutability along with two new data types. New in the sense, new for us, we have studied it first time, that's why it is new data types. So bytes and byte array, we have seen the difference that bytes is immutable, holding range of immutability from 0 to 256, and byte array which is mutable but having the same range 0 to 256. So dear learners, how was the lecture? Please give us feedback. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, share among your friends and be with us. We are GCS Solutions, making technology easy to learn. Till next lecture, happy coding.